Apparently, Liliana has a wife and child. I said it before, and I'll say it again. I hate that there's all these massive reveals in the break times for ReZero. Why in this short are we getting these massive reveals that she has a wife and child? I'm just joking, by the way. I'm just joking. It was a joke. It was obviously a joke. But yes, episode 61 of ReZero Break Time. Really fun little episode. Mostly a fluff episode, but it does sort of accent this episode overall. Again, like I said before, as a joke, I don't like the idea that they have all these big reveals in these shorts, but at the same time, I feel like there is insights into Liliana's characters in this episode that really does kind of go well with what we just seen. So it actually works. Like, this is one of the few cases where I think all these extra insights in the character actually works here. Because yes, in the episode, we got a sense that, yeah, this girl has put down roots here. Despite the fact that what she told Priscilla way back here, I can't follow you, I can't work for you because I'm a wanderer. I'm a bard, and bards have to travel the world and spread their song to everybody. And yet, why are you here? Why are you here? And literally, Priscilla's asking that. Why are you here then? What makes you want to stay here? And we're getting that insight in this episode. And I think it also kind of accents what we're sort of seeing with Priscilla and her views on love. That both of those are kind of going together here. But yes, the episode itself, let's jump into it. And I can get into each one of them as we go along. But yes, as they're walking, you see Liliana, and she is just panicking. For those that didn't watch the episode, she's panicking like, why are we going to go here? We're going to die or whatever. And then, of course, Priscilla's saying, who do you think I am? Who do you like? I like how the very end of it kind of circles back to that later on, where suddenly Liliana's getting nervous again and going, are we really going to go there alone, though? What do you think I am? What do you think? You're amazing, Priscilla. But no, it was cute because she ends up asking her, why do you sing? Priscilla is questioning what kind of drives her as a person, which again, we saw in episode 61 of ReZero, which is that she's not under orders, that she's not serving somebody, but she doesn't answer the question. And so Priscilla ends up questioning her why she is actually here. Despite you being a bard and claiming that you're a wanderer, why are you taking up roots here? To which again, Liliana can't answer it. She's thinking about it. And then she asks her, what's the first thing that pops to your mind? What swam through your mind immediately when I asked you that question? Because my songs are needed here. Which, yes, we saw in the episode. We saw that she was traveling around, she was starving, she wasn't doing very well, she couldn't sing. And again, I believe that she found inspiration in her travels. She discovered that being a bard and a songstress isn't about singing tales and just telling stories. It's about finding what inspires you, finding these things that inspire your life so that you can inspire other people. That's what she ends up finding. And I guess I get a sense that this is the first place that she went to after she found that inspiration. Upon arriving in this town, suddenly everybody loves her music. Everybody likes what she's doing. I do kind of question what's so special about this town versus any other town that she came across, unless, again, this was the first place she came to upon finding that inspiration and finding what actually works for her. But yes, it obviously implies the idea that she ran into, Kiritaka, and Kiritaka really, really loves her. But again, right here, she's saying specifically the quotes of different individuals that end up hearing her music. They said, please always sing. Please let me hear your songs forever. Please don't leave us, basically. It almost gives a sense that people didn't want her to leave upon hearing her music. She finally found a place where she kind of fit in. But even still, she tells Priscilla right here, you're right, I am a bard. I wander like the wind, and I will wander again someday. That confirms what I was kind of speculating after watching episode 61 of the show. That I do get a sense from that episode that she finally found a place that she wants to take root in. And she does appreciate the people. She's gotten lazy. She even says that she's climbing up there. She's like, oh, I'm worn out. I've been getting too lazy. These people, they were so nice to me and I fit in here, but I got lazy. I'm not traveling the world anymore. I'm no longer fit. I'm losing that muscle. But that was also what kind of drove her to want to save the town, is because she did get lazy here. And again, because she liked the people here. But I had the question mark in my mind, would she end up leaving still? And right here, it's kind of confirming it. That yes, I'm a bard. I will wander like the wind. I will wander again someday. That said, I do believe there is an element in here where it's almost like she's saying that because people need her music forever, she would stay here. Like it is something that can sort of overcome her duty as a bard. But here's where I think it kind of clicks with Priscilla. This is where I kind of think there's still a little bit of a touch in here connecting her to Priscilla. When Liliana says songs being needed is heavier than a love confession. The fact that these people love my music and it's so strong, it's stronger than a love confession for her. And that's the thing that sort of clicks for Priscilla. That's the words that ends up connecting to her, which again, I think episode 61 of the show itself was really heavily hinting on what Priscilla sees as love. Because yes, the assumption here is that Priscilla is this person that's very prideful, she's in love with herself, and she'd probably never have a sense of what real love is. But as we've seen with the episode, she gets angry for things. She gets angry for her own possessions. She sees what love really is. Where you have in front of her, Sirius is talking about how love is everybody coming together and thinking equally. Priscilla sees it as, no, it's about everybody thinking differently, but coming to compromises for those differences. That love is what kind of drives you to come together despite your differences. She's had a lot of experience with actual love. Yes, the joke is that she's had 8 husbands, but it's more so in the fact that, yes, those 8 husbands probably came from true love. Not people coming to her because of her status, not people coming to her because she's a candidate, because she's only become a candidate here recently, I assume. So she probably didn't have that candidacy for so long that people probably came to her because they loved her. Now, she could have something about her that's very special that people wanted, but I would assume based on her comments to Sirius, she knows what love is. She's very experienced in it. And so right here, having Liliana sort of get into the idea of people wanting her music as a bard, people wanting her music as a songstress, is something that is heavier than love itself. Which she would probably immediately go, well, if it's that important, that makes sense to me. Now I understand how you feel about this. It's very interesting. And again, I do like that there is sort of a connection here to the two of their stories. I think the two of them is a great pair. Yeah, putting aside the fact that I just love their chemistry. They're just absolute dorkies. I mean, yes, Priscilla changing and Liliana thirsting for her. I love that whole bit. It's hilarious. And yes, right here, even here, having her say, who do you think I am? Oh, you're the amazing Priscilla. You're amazing. You're equipped with ballistics. She knows full well that Priscilla is strong. I mean, she's seen her fight before. I mean, jokes aside, she's seen her fight before. But I think they do kind of connect the idea of understanding what love is and the idea of what kind of drives you. And that connection is through love, which is really cool. And you see it right here because Priscilla says it was worth asking. It's a great purpose. She fully acknowledges what Liliana is saying right here. It's really cool. But now... Priscilla just staring at Liliana and her just absolutely gigging out. Don't look at me like that. I can't handle it. I have a wife and child. Stop. It's so dorky. It is so dorky. Again, their bit is too much. Their bit's too much. And again, I fully expect that's a joke. I don't see Liliana having a wife and kid. Again, she does say Suma, so I'm pretty sure that translation is correct and Suma is wife. But I think it's just a joke. That's the phrase, is wife and child. I can't cheat on them. But yes, through their conversation, Liliana gets inspired to a song, but Priscilla slaps her and says, no, not yet. It was a great little loop I just did there. But they're going to go alone and they'll be just fine because the amazing Priscilla. It was a good little bit. Again, really enjoy this. Not like massive insights in the characters like the last one was or the owl one was, but again, I do love these two characters and I love the insights into what kind of inspires them. And again, to get kind of a confirmation that Liliana has sort of put roots down here and it is something that she is sort of questioning, and again, that she will at some point end up leaving this place, which I kind of assumed. Now, my big question mark is going to be who Liliana will go with. Yes, the assumed answer to that question are right now at the current moment is going to be Priscilla. I think when they end up finishing this big battle and everybody goes to leave, if everybody survives, I would assume that Liliana will probably travel with Priscilla. And it might just be one of those kind of temporary things. Like Priscilla says, come with me. I'm going to go over here, travel with me, and you can break off from me at some point. And I think Liliana will end up choosing to do that. So we'll see, though. That's my quick thoughts on episode 61 of ReZero Break Time. Really cool little episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, as usual, I do post a subtitled version based on a rough translation that I've been able to gather from people. I post that on my Twitter handle, which is @OtakuSpirited. It's ED at the end there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button down below. Comment, let me know about the episode. If additionally, if you like this content, you want to support Town, more links in the description below. Until next time, until next week, y'all take care.